Kendall Jenner tells her mom Kris to relax after she pointed out that Kendall is the last sibling to have a child. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kendall Jenner recently reacted to a comment her mother, Kris Jenner, made about her not having any children yet. This moment happened during a new episode of the family's popular reality show, The Kardashians. The family gathered together for a dinner organized by Kylie Jenner at her home, and as usual, it was a special time filled with laughter, joy, and deep family conversations. Kris Jenner, who is the mother of 6 children, was clearly enjoying the gathering with all her children and grandchildren present. But while expressing her happiness, she also made a remark that caught the attention of viewers and later, Kendall herself. Kris shared with the cameras how thankful she was for everything that had happened during the year. She said she had faced a few health problems that caused some stress, but she was grateful those issues were now in the past. One of the happiest moments for her this year was when her daughter Kourtney gave birth to her baby boy, Rocky. Kris spoke with so much love and joy about the newest addition to the family. However, while celebrating that moment, she also mentioned that there was still one of her children, Kendall, who hadn't had a baby yet. The way she said it made it sound like she was expecting or hoping for Kendall to become a mom soon, just like her siblings. Kendall, who wasn't at the dinner with the rest of the family, later saw the comment while watching the show and reacted to it during her own one-on-one confessional. The 28-year-old model seemed a bit surprised and maybe even a little embarrassed by her mother's words. She looked into the camera and said that her mom really needed to relax. She called the moment awkward, and clearly wasn't thrilled that her mom had made such a personal comment in such a public way. Kendall's tone suggested that even though her mom probably didn't mean any harm, she still found the comment uncomfortable. This wasn't the first time Kris Jenner had spoken about her feelings related to babies and motherhood this season. In a previous episode, she had a heart-to-heart conversation with her oldest daughter, Kourtney Kardashian. During that conversation, Kourtney asked her mom a deep question, whether she felt sad knowing she would never be pregnant again. That simple question brought Kris to tears almost immediately. She began to cry, saying that pregnancy was one of the most beautiful experiences of her life. She especially remembered how special her first pregnancy was. She called Kourtney her little pepper, showing how fondly she remembered carrying her first child. But she also joked that she didn't expect Kourtney to turn out to have such a bold and strong personality. Kourtney responded to her mom's emotional words by reminding her that she was an Aries, a zodiac sign known for having a fiery and energetic personality. She said that being spicy made sense for her sign, and that made her mom laugh through her tears. That small exchange showed the deep bond the two share and how emotional Kris still feels when she thinks about her past pregnancies. Kris Jenner is well known not only as the mother of 6 but also as the guiding force behind the success of her children. She has daughters Kourtney, Kim, Khloe, Kendall, and Kylie, and one son, Rob. Most of her children are now parents themselves, and Kris is always proudly talking about her grandchildren. It's clear that family means everything to her. She often shares how much she loves being a grandmother and how excited she gets when the family grows with new babies. For someone like her, who sees motherhood as one of the most important parts of life, it's understandable that she would be excited at the idea of Kendall eventually becoming a mom too. But Kendall has always been different from her sisters in many ways. While most of her siblings started having children at a younger age, Kendall has taken a different path. She has focused a lot on her modeling career and building her own identity outside of her family's fame. She seems to enjoy her independence and her life as it is. That might be why she felt her mom's comment was unnecessary or too much at that moment. It's possible she's just not ready to start that chapter in her life yet, and hearing her mom talk about it publicly could have felt like pressure. Kendall has mentioned in the past that she does want to be a mom someday, but she also wants to make sure it happens at the right time and with the right person. She appears to be someone who values planning and being in control of her own choices. She has spoken before about the importance of doing things when she feels it's truly right for her. So while her mom may have had good intentions, her words might have come across as a little too pushy for Kendall's taste. There's also the fact that being part of such a famous family means that anything said on camera quickly becomes public knowledge. So when Kris said Kendall hasn't had a baby yet and followed it up with, "You never know," it may have sounded like a hint or even a bit of pressure for Kendall to hurry up and start a family. And with millions of people watching the show, moments like these don't go unnoticed. Still, it's very clear that Kris loves all her children deeply and wants to see them happy. Her excitement about babies and motherhood probably just comes from a place of love. She sees how much joy her grandchildren bring into her life, and she likely wants that same joy for all her children, including Kendall. But from Kendall's reaction, it's obvious she wants her journey to motherhood to happen on her own terms, without any pressure or expectations, even from her own mom. Kris has often been open about how much she cherishes being a mother and grandmother. Over the years, she's watched her daughters go through pregnancy, childbirth, and parenting, and she's always been there to support them. Whether it's Kim balancing her career and raising her children, Khloe dealing with personal ups and downs while still being a hands-on mom, or Kourtney embracing motherhood with joy and calmness, Kris has been right there through it all. Her experience as a mom gives her a special connection to her daughters when they go through the same things. That's also why it probably means so much to her to see all her daughters go through motherhood. In her mind, it may feel like a natural next step for Kendall too. But every person is different, and Kendall is showing that she's making her own decisions at her own pace. Kendall has been very successful in the modeling world and has built a name for herself outside of just being part of the Kardashian-Jenner clan. She has walked the runway for major fashion brands, appeared on countless magazine covers, and has been a face for some of the biggest fashion campaigns in the world. Her lifestyle is fast-paced, busy, and often takes her across the globe. With all of that going on, it makes sense that she might not be thinking about having children just yet. Even though the family is close and always involved in each other's lives, moments like this show that there can still be small disagreements or uncomfortable situations, especially when it comes to personal topics like starting a family. Kendall's reaction showed that she wants to set her own path and timeline, and that she might not be ready to have such topics discussed publicly without her being part of the conversation. In the end, what happened between Kendall and Kris wasn't a fight or anything serious, but it was a reminder that even in a loving family, boundaries are important. It showed that even well-meaning comments from a parent can feel like pressure when it touches on something very personal. Kendall's choice to speak up about it, even in a lighthearted way, helped her express her feelings and let people know where she stands. It's clear that both Kendall and Kris love each other deeply. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.